This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Monday, July 11, and time for your Barbados Day afternoon update. So glad you could join us. I'm Kamar Jordan. Where's the money? Opposition MP Dwight Sutherland wants to know the whereabouts of the $3.3 million paid by CLICO Life Insurance to Thompson Associates. That's the law firm operated by late Prime Minister David Thompson. Sutherland says the sitting MP for St. John, Mara Thompson, who's the widow of the late Prime Minister, needs to tell not only her constituents but also the people of Barbados what happened to the money. The St. George South MP was addressing a Barbados Labour Party branch meeting in St. John last night.
$3.3 million was paid to Thompson Associates. But you know what? Mara Thompson was the office manager. And I think if we're talking about good governance, Mara Thompson owes you, the people of St. John, and she owes the people of this country an explanation into what was done with that $3.33 million. Do not allow Mara Thompson to walk the length and breadth of St. John with her walking. Well, actually, she doesn't walk. Drive the length and breadth of St. John. Coming to funerals, showing her face, and then turning back. I attended a number of funerals here. Mara came, she sat, and she left. Do not allow Mara Thompson to do so much damage to you, the people of this country, and to policyholders. Then to come back to you to ask you for a vote. Hold her hand to the fire. She is accountable. Her husband is gone. She was a member of Thompson Associates. She's the living member, and she has to tell the people of this country what was done with that money.
Meantime, outspoken Government Minister Donville Inniss dismisses talk of an exit from CARICOM in the wake of the recent vote by the United Kingdom to exit the European Union. Mr. Inniss, who has been publicly critical of the 15-nation grouping in terms of its handling of some issues in the past, says he remains a firm believer in regional integration. And his warning CARICOM states that united they stand, divided they fall.
Nobody wants you, you need to stay in the region. I don't care if you're from Jamaica, if you're big, or you're from Trinidad, have all the money, the bottom line about it. In the grand scheme of things, you're a little dot in the ocean. And we need to stop this foolishness as politicians of making real threats and whatnot and start reading through to find ways to work together.
Amid the growing problem of child obesity, the Ministry of Health is stepping up its efforts in schools. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Kenneth George says health authorities who are already working with school cafeteria operators to provide healthy foods to children are about to turn their attention to small vendors who sell snacks and other foods around the school compound.
We need to make the school environment a healthy one. So we have had a program working with the school operators, the canteens and the cafeterias, in making sure that they understand what the Ministry of Health's program is. We also made interventions with the school meals program. However, you're dead and spot on. Itinerant vendors or people who make their living by selling around schools, they're usually more difficult to reach. But what I would tell you, we haven't forgotten them. They're identified within the BCHAR plan as a critical group of people who we need to reach out to. Because it doesn't make sense you have healthy foods on the premises and you step out a few feet and have a set of salty snacks that are not healthy. We will have to have workshops with that diverse group. It's a diverse group of persons, you know, and people, when they say they're coming to the Ministry of Health for a workshop, they're kind of suspicious that it's nothing. We're just trying to change a bit of behavior. I think if they can at least start by selling more fruits and vegetables, you know, or a little healthy salad, etc., or having water.
Some good news now. 5 young Calypsonians will meet veterans in this year's Pick of the Crop semi-finals. The full list reads Aziza, Colin Spencer, and Donella from Cave Shepherd All-Stars. The Big Show took the lion's share of the positions. It will be represented by Adonijah, Adrian Clark, Crystal Cummins-Beckles, iWeb, Jamal Slocum, and TC. Mr. Blood and Smokey Burke of Headliners have also booked their positions. while Amazing Dre, Cerule, and Sammy G will represent House of Soca. Julie is the lone contender from Super Gladiators, and Apache and Billboard will represent the Experience Calypso tent. The reserve is Hee Haw from the Cave Shepherd All-Stars Calypso tent. The semifinals will take place on Friday at the National Stadium.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hey, I'm Red Plastic Bag, mentor of the Barbados Today Crop Over Champion competition. What I like about this competition is the fact that it gives you, the public, a voice in 3 major competitions for crop over: Pickety Crop, Junior Monarch, and Soca Royale. Go to Barbados Today's Facebook page, click on the tab for the competition you want to vote for, then hit vote on your favorite video. It's as simple as that. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Special thanks to our sponsors, Flow, Capital Media HD, CGI, the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and the NCF.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Continue with news from the region. A 4.4 magnitude earthquake jolted Dominica this morning, but there were no reports of injury or damage. According to the Trinidad-based Seismic Research Unit of the University of the West Indies, the quake was located 58 kilometers northeast of Roseau at a depth of 10 kilometers. The quake, which occurred at 2:58 a.m., was the third to rattle the Caribbean in just over 48 hours. Over the weekend, Trinidad and Tobago recorded 2 earthquakes. The first, which occurred on Saturday, had a 3.6 magnitude, while the second was a magnitude 4.2, and that occurred yesterday. On the international scene, Theresa May is set to become the UK's next Prime Minister after Andrea Leadsom today pulled out of the contest to become Conservative Party leader. The party is currently discussing the handover of power from Prime Minister David Cameron, with some sources saying it could be a matter of days. In a speech this morning to set out her leadership campaign, Mrs. May, who campaigned for Britain to remain as part of the EU, dispelled rumors of a second vote on the matter.
And make no mistake, the referendum was a vote to leave the European Union, but it was also a vote for serious change. Yet so many of our political and business leaders have responded by showing they still don't get it. There are politicians, democratically elected politicians, who seriously suggest that the government should find a way of ignoring the referendum result and keeping Britain inside the European Union. And there are business leaders whose response has been not to plan for Britain's departure or to think of the opportunities that withdrawal presents, but to complain about the result and criticise the electorate. Well, I couldn't be clearer. Brexit means Brexit, and we're going to make a success of it. There will be no attempts to remain inside the EU.
Well, that's news and sports at this hour, but for more, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper email updates, or you can like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, or Screenplay in a supermarket or a gas station near you. You can also check us out on Channel 99, that's on Flow TV, or Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Kamar Jordan. Enjoy your afternoon and be sure to join Emmanuel Joseph at 6 o'clock this evening.